Today we're going to run a series of amp dyno tests on our monoblock amplifier, the KRYPTON-M0. We're going to run 3 different tests, a certified test, an uncertified test, and a dynamic test. But let's get right into it, starting with our certified test. So in a certified dyno test, we're actually running the amp up to 1% THD, which is tonal harmonic distortion. So for this first certified test, we're going to run the amp at 1 ohm. So let's start the test. Now remember, this amp is rated 350 watts at 14.4 volts. So let's check it out. And you can see we hit 359 watts at 14.47 volts, which is perfectly in line with our rating at 14.4 volts. So let's talk about the efficiency. So if we take all the numbers we got during our test, the amps drawn, our voltage, and our watts, we get an efficiency of 72%. So now we're going to run that same certified test, but this time at 2 ohms. So we're going to get the test all set up here. Now this amp is rated for 250 watts at 14.4 volts at 2 ohms. So let's check this out. See the amp dyno moving. And we are going to hit 254 watts at 14.43 volts, which is again perfectly in line with our rating at 14.4 volts. So if we want to talk about the efficiency, we take our amps drawn, our voltage, and our watts, throw them into our formula, and we get an efficiency rating of 79.6%. So now we're going to run our uncertified dyno test, which is actually going to run the amp up to clipping. So we're going to do this test again at 1 ohm. And I can't wait for you guys to see this number, because remember, this amp is rated for 350 watts. So we're going to start the test. You're going to see the numbers go. Keeps rising, keeps rising. Already past 350 watts. Over 400 watts. And it's going to settle at 411 watts, which is incredible. So the last test we're going to run is our dynamic test. In our dynamic test, we play a pulse tone track which simulates music, and then the amp dyno calculates the peak power before clipping. Now the uncertified and dynamic test are showing you the power you will see from this amp when you use it in your car, assuming your battery is around 14 volts. So we're going to run this test again at 1 ohm, and I can't wait for you guys to see the numbers on this. So we're going to press play on our head unit, start up the test. So we hit 475, we hit 496 watts, and boom, we max out at 500 watts on our dynamic test, which is just awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this amp dyno test for our KRYPTON-M0. Be sure to check out all the other videos we have to help you get your amp set up in your car, and we'll see you guys in the next one.